Good evening. Good evening. It's an active night. Houston is jumping because a convention in town, so it's a very active night. And my daughter came by. Hi, Rainbow. Hi, Laura. Hi, Cheryl. I'm reading all backwards. Sign me up. Okay. Thank you, Cheryl. Y'all were simultaneous on your sign me up. So, but I'm going to put Cheryl and Laura. Thank you, thank you. And Rainbow. Thank you for ladies. Sorry it's a little bit late. I didn't even know if it was going to happen tonight. I was hoping so, but my brother's been in town, so it's been a busy week. And oh, thank you for the super sticker. So cute. I love that. That's flying whatever it is. You'll tell me. What do you think that little guy is? He's like he's got a 10 and a star, and he looks a super pair. You know, that's the shape of my figure, so that matches. Super pair figure. All right. So, let's start with Cheryl. I hope everything's going okay with you, Cheryl. And Pumpkin's here. Hi, Pumpkin. What are you doing? You want to come sit with me? Want to come sit with me? Come on. Want to come on? Want to come on? Want to come on? You see me? Want to see maybe? That's what shows up on this chat, yeah. Are there other characters? You know what? They don't give me a choice of super chat stickers. That's their like preset stuff, and I don't get to choose. And oh my gosh, I'm you know what I have tonight as my theme deck? I have nothing ready. I have nothing ready. It's a total blank slate tonight. What do you guys think? What am I channeling? What energy? Let me feel it. Hi, Pumpkin. What do you think I should channel? What energy? What do you think? What is a good, what's a good deck? You look at all your dandruff. You can't even tell she has it when you look at her, but in this lighting, in this camera. Huh. The pumpkin. Yes, and pretty soon I'm going to upload a pumpkin drawing that I did. A time-lapse video. I just did a whole bunch of, hey Jada Kate. I did a whole bunch of pumpkin videos. I mean pumpkin. Well, I did a whole bunch of art videos recently. And yes. So the lion was done this morning. Well, pretty much done, and then I'm gonna use it. It's in the drawing with the maiden, and then you'll see the whole thing pretty soon. But yeah, I just got busy with that right away as soon as I finished my double time lapse video. And if you guys want to see it, it's exclusive for members only to see the making of the shadow lovers or the satyr or the devil or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so let's use pumpkin as a theme. So that being said, I think we do need a little more Halloween before Halloween's comes, so let's pull out, I know this shelf right here. This shelf has the Halloween stuff. I'm going to take everything from this shelf right here. All right. Also like my Autumn Delight deck. That one's nice. But I drew the jack-o'-lantern. I really like the Halloween Oracle. It's a good one. Okay. Okay. And any others? Let me see. Specialty tarots up here. Any more tarot decks? Oh, I got a good idea. Well, who's the villain in your life, and how to deal with the villain in your life? That'll be special, $5 special, or we can use that, and also the Autumn Delight. Yes, like clockwork, like clockwork. All right, so I have these and Nightmare Before Christmas and Season of the Witch and Hocus Pocus and Hocus Pocus Oracle and Autumn Delight Oracle and the Halloween Tarot. I love the Halloween Tarot. I could use this all year long. It's so fun. Okay. So those are what I have nearby now. But of course, I can reach for anything you desire. That being said, Cheryl, what should we start with? Should we start with the Halloween Oracle? Should we figure out what to do with if there's any villains in your life and how to defeat the villains? It'd be funny if the pumpkin came out, the jack-o'-lantern, which is one of my favorites in this oracle. Of course, because I got a pumpkin. Maybe I'll give you a black cat pumpkin reading since pumpkin jumped up. You know what? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. There you go. This is from Pumpkin. She's like, I'm a pumpkin and I'm a black cat. What are you doing? She's found one of my sketchbooks. And wired. That's not good for you. Hold on. Pumpkin. Nope. It's gonna hurt your teeth. Here, play with this. Play with Unicorn. Play with your unicorn friend. Cheryl, are you there? Am I not getting messages? Come on, YouTube. Or is this YouTube's problem, or Cheryl, did you have to step away? I like that profile picture, Cheryl. So cute. And I like yours too, Jada Kate. That's pretty. Look at those. Y'all are beautiful women. I don't know what's wrong with the men out there because there's some pretty ladies here. More than pretty on the outside, though, too. Y'all are amazing. On the inside as well. Well, all right. I'm gonna have to reboot. Let me reboot. All the information is gonna be in the first video. Okay. Maybe there's another way. There's another way. Okay. Maybe that works. Hello? Speak to me. Come on, y'all can chat. Chat filter. Let's see. Top messages, all messages. Show every message. Ban funding. Let's try that and see what happens. Okay. Now I can see you. That's interesting. Maybe there's some safety guard that keeps that keeps the messages from showing. All right, so I'm seeing. Can you see this? Can you see me? Okay, Cheryl sent a question. Let's see. Anything good socially for relationships coming up for me? And Jada Kate says, I'm going to work, can't listen to a reading. Oh, okay. And you like the autumn deck. Okay. So I'm just going to do a little quick jack-o'-lantern black cat message here. And jack-o'-lanterns are protection. So I feel like no matter what's going on in your life, it's like there's a light of protection around you. And I'm feeling mostly ancestors, this kind of protective energy. And the black cat is kind of a protector too. And the black cat is also helping you meet. So interesting. I like the combination of the two, and it kind of answers your question, or a little bit. It's like you're going to have a chance to meet new people and do new things, and you don't have to be afraid because there's a protective energy around you. So you can be vulnerable and open and yeah, take those chances and meet opportunity when it comes to you. And so know that you're protected and you're capable of creating the life that you want, and that the universe supports you. And boundaries are important to teach people how to treat you, but also so you keep, don't, it's not about letting go of your boundaries. It's about continuing to hold on to them, but as well as keeping an open mind about who you meet, and that you are safe and you're protected. Because I feel like The new that's coming in is going to be good. And then with the black cat is saying that good luck and fortune is meeting you right away, and that your luck is even luckier because this cat came out, because Pumpkin jumped on my, or almost, yeah, she jumped on my lap. She didn't lick me or anything. She ran away really fast because she has so many things to do. But but yeah, good luck is coming your way. So you're having good luck in the opportunities coming your way. Let's see what else. Good, me too. I had a really good dream last night, this morning. It was so sweet. It was kind of romantic. I felt so happy. I liked that dream. I woke up in like such a good mood. Like on cloud 9. And then I remembered I got grumpy with my brother yesterday. Well, he's a good guy. He just is very focused, hard worker. Okay, look what you got. You got extraordinary. Extraordinary. Something, and then if you break it down, something extraordinary. Something beyond what you could imagine is coming to you. And that means it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's not a bad surprise. When it's extraordinary, it's an amazing thing. Maybe it's not a surprise at all. Maybe it's what you expect and deserve. Oh, an appearance. Now, you know, this has ghost connotations, but I don't feel that this ghost connot is like an appearance of, like an apparition, and not an apparition, but an appearance, somebody new in your life, an extraordinary person in your life, because that's what your question is referring to, and that's what we're talking about here. And look at this, you got the kitty cat again. So this is like double cat energy, double pumpkin energy, and you got the dog too. So the cat coming out with the word superstition kind of has more of a other kind of connotations, but when the cat came out with the dog, it has more of my, like, my pumpkin. It gives me my pumpkin vibes, my companion cat, a familiar, somebody close. But I feel like, but back to your question, a companion's coming through, the appearance of an extraordinary companion. Isn't that cool? So it really answers the question. Yes. Very nice. The appearance of an extraordinary companion. Okay, so let's break it down more then. Let's ask the Halloween tarot. I know. It is. Whoa, he's a knight of pumpkins. This is pumpkin night. Okay. Oh, and that's so funny. This is pumpkin night. Okay, there you have it. So the Knight of Pumpkins. So let's see, who is this guy? Mr. Knight of Pumpkins. He is the Knight of Pentacles, which is the knight with the commitment and the good and the money and the stability. And this is the slow and steady wins the race. So however long it takes for this knight to come into your life, I'm hearing it's going to be totally worth the wait because this guy is the bee's knees. He has got it all. He's going to be, you're going to feel very comfortable with him because I feel like he's going to be an earth sign like you. So Virgo, Capricorn, or maybe another Taurus, really strong inclination in that regard. So like really vibing with you. Somebody you feel completely safe with. So this knight is a man of integrity. He accepts responsibility no matter how tedious it is. Like I see him very sweet and patient with Nikki. The endurance, he has a lot of endurance, a lot of patience. There's a slow but sure progression also for you towards your goals. You're about to reach some new important goals in your life. And your full potential is very near. You know, it's you're about to get closer and closer to a full potential, and all you need to do is to stay the course and keep your dedication to a cause, whatever it is. So, wow, very nice. It's like it says it all on one card, but I'm not satisfied, so let's pull some more. You know, this is a very, it's like two, it's a very straight, the cards went straight to it. It's not like I had to really keep shuffling. And so we really went straight to a person. And this is definitely, so any like female friends or anybody else coming through for you? Let's see. Let me go back to your question and see if I can, since we're getting very specific answer from Spirit, let's ask again. Good socially or relationship. Okay, let's see. Very nice. Six of Ghosts, which is Six of Cups, which represents nostalgia. In this case, you know, it's like a group of people, and usually, you know, most of the time it highlights the two in the front, but it's like a lot of people. So it feels like this might be an answer to how you're meeting this person. So you're in a place where there's lots of people and the two of you are magnetized to each other, basically. And when you start to get to know each other, it's like, you know, the more that you talk, the more you have in common, the more they seem like somebody you've already known somehow, or they have a lot of there's a lot of things that you shared from the past. And I feel also, remember when we did readings about your future person and how possibly your future person may also be connected to the world of autism somehow with their own child or somebody in their family or something like that. So, could be something like that because there's this sense of understanding, like understanding you deeper than just being, you know, compassionate or something like that. They're like, you know, they're more like empathetic, like they feel it too because they know what you go through. So somebody who's really, and then also I feel like lighthearted, somebody you can laugh with, somebody you have a lot of memories of childhood, similar childhood memories. That, and you bring up the happy stuff, not so much the heavy stuff, you know, in each other, which is kind of nice. I feel like, you know, this is what I'm saying. The difference between meeting a twin flame and meeting a soulmate is real different. I mean, it's similar. There's so many similars. It's almost the same until you get to the trigger. And the trigger kind of clues you in, and then you get the separation. Then you really know you're in a twin flame relationship. But when you're in a soulmate relationship, you meet the person, you don't want to run away, you don't repel each other, you don't want to go in different directions, you don't trigger each other, you support, you understand each other, you're compassionate, you're understanding of each other's faults and stuff. You're not like harsh or call each other out. That's not important. Like, you've already done a lot of growing. you and this person individually. And I feel like this is kind of like a reward relationship for your hard work. And it's a kind of a chance for you just to relax and let somebody else take care of you and be kind to you. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening. I feel, and then I think it's not the only person. I feel like there'll be other people surrounding you. Like this person also is connected to really nice people. And so by being connected to him, you're also connected to other nice people. So I think that's really good. Socially, it looks very happy. Let's see anything else. I know, it feels like a dream come true. And I'm not like pulling, the wool over, I'm not like faking it. Look at this. The sun purposely came out to say, this is for real, Cheryl. It's for real, okay? I'm about to draw some sunflowers to go with my strength card. In the strength card, I have a lion and I have a maiden, and then I'm gonna add some sunflowers from the sun card into that too. So that's what I have in mind to do. And the sun is it could be represent lots of course we know the sun represents happiness and joy and optimism and clarity and light and exuberance and success and simple pleasures. And it also represents a good partnership or marriage. and um and it can also in your case could represent um like a Sunday where you might meet. Like I like to sometimes dip in the timings of these things. It could be an outdoor, it could be warm, it could be something like that, something having to do with a sunny day, a nice day out. So all of those could be possible. It's interesting that in this deck we have our black cat, and the black cat came out here, and the black cat's in with the knight. So she's a real clue. Pumpkin's gonna be your clue a lot if you're getting close, or if to stay in hope or whatever, to stay in positivity. And if you have your own black cat as well, that's helpful. But um, I think the skulls kind of represent like birth and death and life, and out goes the old but in comes the new. And it's funny that we have a little of that in the sun card. But I feel like the sun feels kind of like your joy for finally having acceptance, like accepting your current world right now, accepting it, and then your arms wide open for um the best. Oh good, Mia. Oh, see, there you go, Mia. Let me somehow Mia might be a clue to this. Or maybe when Mia's out, I don't know if she's an outdoor sometimes cat, but something about Mia will be part of this scenario, I think. And but yeah, I'm just feeling I'm just feeling, what was I was feeling? That, yeah, that acceptance, like that just, I feel like this is what I'm feeling. Um, you've been it's been sort of mourning and grief, and you have to go through the phases of grief when you let go of something that it had potential, had promise, and it just didn't pan out in a good way. And it's hard, but I think there's 7, right, stages of grief. Well, the last one is acceptance. And once you get to acceptance, then it's all of a sudden spirit's like, oh, she's ready. And then they throw you this amazing person into your life, you know, because you've accepted where you are in life and you're ready for the next phase. I don't know if you're there yet, Cheryl. You'll know when you're there. I feel like you're at least close. So, hi, Marie Eve. You donated? Agnes? Oh, on PayPal? Okay, great. Well, I'll write you down. Marie Eve. Let's see that. Okay, well, can you tell me how much it was? Because I don't see a notification, but yet. I'll just make a note. Okay, thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. Very nice, very nice. Really appreciate it. Okay, so Cheryl, is there anything else? Would you like a little dribble of charms? Let's do that. I feel like the cards really spoke to us. What we got? Oh, so not only is this person like slow and steady wins the race, confident, stable companion with money, this is going to be a sexually exciting relationship. Now we got Jack Skellington, so I feel like this person has also came full circle on a life lesson himself. And he is ready now to commit because he is also ready. He was sad, but he's not sad anything anymore. Maybe he's sad about somebody who was special to him. And so that's something you may have in common. But he gave it a lot of thoughts and like, wow, when he sees you, he's like, wow. And the fish represent like money as well, and good luck and resources and things that of that nature. So financial boost coming through. She is special. Wow. Interesting words here. Ooh, there's a song. Feeling. I like marker and dirt. Marker dirt. Good. To keep the positive vibes. See the potential here. I think it's really amazing. And before you go to bed, I don't know what your ritual is if you have one. Say a little prayer, visualize. Just imagine what would your perfect guy look like or act like is probably better. How would they treat you? Imagine them treating you, or watch your favorite romantic movie the way especially one where the guy is treating the girl the way you imagine. Something like that. Something that can sink into your head when you're sleeping. So your person will, so it's kind of like sending a telegram to your guides, kind of like, this is what I've been picturing, this is kind of what I've been wanting, this type of person. It's like writing a Christmas list, like wishes to Santa Claus or something. It's like, this is kind of what it looks like to me if everything went according to my dream come true. Yeah. So do that. Or, listen to this right before you go to bed again, like, or the definition of this guy, and just like repeat that over and over again. This Night of Pumpkins, in your head. Or whatever, or anything else you come up with, You be the author of this. All right, great. It's nice to have good dreams. I don't know. I've been lazy about doing my nightly ritual, so I'm glad that I had a good dreams last night. Oh, I know what that was. That was the black marker, dry erase marker. That was on my fingers. Okay. Don't mean to be dirty. Welcome so much. Okay, Laura. So, did you also write down a question? Oh, whatever spirit wants you to know. Okay. Yes, I hear you and I see you. Sorry, I was looking back at the comments. All right, well, let's do the same formula that we did for Cheryl. I'll start off with the Halloween deck and see if there's any specific area that Spirit wants us to focus for you. Choo-choo train. What does that mean? Train whistle. Hearth. Hearth came out. And the owl. Okay, nice. The hearth is very warm and cozy and happiness in your hearts and home. And the owl is wise seeing and wise action. I love this because it feels like relationships of all sorts, family, friends, and lovers, and, boyfriends and spouses, and whoever is in your life. I feel like there is a cozy, warm energy happening. And then whenever anything arises, there's an intelligent way of working things out and talking it out instead of getting triggered, or instead of you know not facing like there's several ways that we deal with stuff. So I know, like with me, I tend to want space when I'm not feeling heard or feeling appreciated, but I don't immediately speak up for myself. I need space to process what I'm feeling. But then a lot of times I don't go back and address what was wrong, and so I leave a lot of things unsaid. And a lot of times it does kind of come across as passive aggressive if I don't speak up for myself. So that could be my problem, right? But, there's other people who immediately respond and react and say something terrible and ugly and mean and crude and rude, and that's a not good way of reacting either. So you have a wise way of handling things where you're not reacting, but you are going to act upon something, but in a logical, intelligent way. And it's not without emotion, it's just not letting emotions take over, which I think is really good. So let's see. Hearth is you are being asked to look at your idea of what home and family is for you. It's time to build your love fire and have it burning brightly. Make your relationships a priority and take steps to address any kind of the good things and the bad things, and like be aware and take knowledge, and don't let hurt feelings slide, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying. um but in general, this is good energy. This means cozy, like you're feeling happy and warm. And also, if there is a separation, or if there's somebody that's going to be away from your home somehow for travel or whatever, that that person is being protected. You're protected and they're protected. And the owl is showing that wise counsel and further information is coming through. If there's something, decisions you may have to be making in the near future, and that may need a little bit more research, or a little more weighing back and forth, how to approach it. But there is going to be action that needs to happen. And yeah, and you are not going to be acting emotionally, but you're going to be have a good strategy. And also, this is not about, in anything that you're doing, whether it's relationships or work, it's about having a strategy and not getting overly emotional about it. And don't be impulsive. Don't make a decision just to make a decision, just out of ego, or out of pressure, peer pressure, or any other kind of pressure. Let yourself have time that you need to make a decision. Don't rush into it. But other than that, I feel like, I think spirit does see you as as wise, and doing the wise things in general. But yeah, continue on to that. So let's get a little bit more. Let's see what the Autumn Delight has to say. I was just thinking about art. Okay, so I went to school for theater, for acting, and I am a natural actor. Like, I like performing. I like exploring people's thoughts and motivations, and why they do want to do what they want to do, and so I like to act them out. I like to mimic, I guess, too, but mostly I think I like acting because I like psychology of people, and trying and portraying, the way they are through acting. But acting takes energy, and it kind of, I have to sort of lean into an area that goes against my natural inclination, which is being like lazy and laid back, and not into that. So I don't know why I'm saying all this, but it may have something to do with you. I don't know. But so I was just thinking to myself, I've been doing more artwork, and art was something I always liked to do on the side. Sort of, and acting was what I did in school, but art um is where it to me is more of an introverted thing to do in general. Like, artists don't have to perform, artists don't have to show things or do things or talk to people generally, unless they want to unless they have a gallery or want to be more known, or advertise or whatever. Then they have to kind of get out of their shell a little bit. But that seemed more me, like the behind the scenes kind of person, instead of the center stage kind of person. So it's interesting that I've been doing more of that, the behind the scenes kind of stuff, and less of the um in the spotlight stuff, But there, that could be something too. Something with you could be making choices on spotlight or behind the scenes or what you need to pay more attention to at this time. So interesting, interesting. Okay, so we start off with you see yourself as behind the scenes as well. I always said I am a behind the scenes chick. Yeah, yeah, and I get it. I totally do. And I feel like I'm a good team make I'm good at teamwork, like support, but I don't want to be a leader. But there's times where people, like, for some reason I stumble into leadership situations, and I generally don't want to be. Oh, you're a triple Leo. Wow. Well, see, that makes sense because Leos are the organizers, but at the same time, Leos totally are the actor. They totally can be in the spotlight. Pumpkin wants to jump in my lap again. Here she comes. Here she comes. There she is. and so and so speaking of Leo, I have my best friend growing up is Leo, and I always thought she was very shy. She was always so sweet, but she wasn't like outgoing and flamboyant, and not she wasn't high ego, any of the things people say about Leos. And so I read about Leos, and there's like the shy pussycat as well. There's the shy kitty. Ah, Pumpkin's licking my face. There's the shy kitty, and then there's like the show off kitty. And it's okay. You can be either or both of them at different times or stages in your life or different times of the day, even. Don't shy away from those moments that you want to shine. Don't shy away from it. I feel like that might be a message coming out. But I can understand why you might not like that, because there could be sort of an internal thing inside you saying, be cautious, um, be take the safe road or whatever, be safe. Um, and also sometimes it could have to do with appearances, like people, if you acted a little bit, I don't know, silly or goofy, or let go a little bit or showed off a little bit, maybe somebody would judge you as not being mature or old and not, acting your age or whatever. Like, who cares what people say? But also, I'm feeling like when I think this is the real message, the first message is that came to me was that with maturity, you don't really care what anybody says. You can really be yourself as you mature. You can be yourself, you can be anything you want. I think this is something that you're going to find out about yourself, about your maturity, about how you can be more than what you've been, like, you don't have to cater to other people's expectations. You can be totally who you want to be. Even if you naturally feel like a behind the scenes kind of person, maybe occasionally step out of your comfort zone and see what happens, how something unique could happen in your life if something like that happened, a new discovery. um Independence, and Leos are definitely very independent, just like the cats. And that's why we love them so much. I mean, besides the fact that they're so beautiful and so soft and cuddly, it's that they can take care of themselves too. Like, I love, feeding my babies. But I like that they can go to the bathroom by themselves, and they can run around and play by themselves and entertain themselves, and yeah, that they don't need constant attention and love like dogs do sometimes. It just feels like dogs always want your attention, but cats, they act like they care less, but of course they also want your attention too sometimes. They're kind of funny kind of types. But yeah, see, you can entertain yourself. I can entertain myself too. I'm afraid of judgment because I also had gotten criticism from friends. See, I felt that, you know. And as you get older, what your friends say won't matter. And also, you may just end up having different friends, people who don't judge, or your friends mature as well. And then they realize this judging stuff is so stupid. Like, who cares? Why do we need, like, why does it matter? You know, what we say about things, what, my standard doesn't, it has to be this and that. And who am I? Like, am I some kind, was I given some kind of uh, staff and told that I'm now the one that everybody must follow? Opinion, my opinion's above all. That's, what I mean? Like, I think we, as we get older, we start to think of these things like live and let live. People should just be allowed to be who they want to be and explore who they are. And we don't have any rights to tell people how to live their lives. Just do you, do your life. And if their life somehow interferes or intersects with yours and it does damage somehow to you, then maybe that's definitely a point where you can jump in and say, hey, what you're doing affects this with me. Just want to let you know, and maybe we can work out something else. But if they're doing something and it doesn't affect anything in your world, then I feel like that's just them. That's them working it out. Like, if you want, I understand also people come from a caring place. Most people just come from a superior nosy place. But if you come from a caring place and you want to help people and educate them and stuff, then sure, you can try like pamphlets, material. Pamphlets. Do we even have pamphlets anymore these days? Helping people get the right information, but there's just so much information, it's hard to know what's right or wrong. I feel like you can do your best in that aspect, but most people have their own journey, right? Everybody has their own journey. So, and people like you and me, Laura, we like try to show other people by being a good example, right? Like, we just do our things and hoping that everybody else will notice that that's how we do, and maybe they'll do it like we do it. We don't tell people to be like that, but yeah, I'm just not gonna. I can't tell people how to be. I'm just, they're gonna have to mature and figure it out on their own, or, you know. But there's lots of things that I like to do in subtle ways. And then I like to do this to help people, especially when it comes to shining the light in your life and finding ways to overcome negative thoughts and try to, see things in a way that you can manifest it for yourself. Yeah, see, I knew that about you. So you are a good example. Let's see what else is coming out. Ooh, see, you got the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is enlightened. You are so great because you don't just see things one way. You take a multiple look at it in multiple angles, and that's what makes you so much wiser than some people. And you know what? Just be you, like, and let's go back to that message. Like, you can't change anybody, but you can show people how it's done. It also, I don't know why, but it's giving me Jesus vibes a little bit. And so in Christ consciousness and the way I see, Jesus, I see him like his dying and his rising was more of an example. Like, he was just trying to show us we can do this. We can reincarnate. We can become new. We can rise up again. It's not so much that he's one man and I mean, you take it the way you want to, because Christianity is Christianity and you can follow it as the way you want to. But But my extended view on it is that he he was the greatest example of how to be an amazing human, even though he was also half God, half human, but he was an amazing example for us and for us to find the divinity within us as well. So I feel like the hangman represents your enlightenment and your divinity as well. And that you were able to see things in with many points of view. Also, the hangman can represent some things may take a little time, so it's important to have a little patience. And yeah, the negative thoughts do creep in. I mean, they creep in on me too. Ooh, okay, what's coming up for you then? All right. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, here we go. Well, first of all, we have this. This is really good. Okay, Laura, I'm so excited. The Six of Imps is the Six of Wands, which is the famous person. And so either you're going to be famous or you're going to meet somebody famous or something just about you being well known or beloved, everybody admiring you. Yes, it's all coming around. Like you're going to, I got goosebumps. You're going to really lean into that message of being who you are and not trying to dim to fit in and not worrying about what other people think. And guess what happens? Everybody thinks you're great. You're actually going to get recognition. You also have the High Priestess, which I think represents you, and it goes very good with the owl because the High Priestess represents knowledge and she's like she's spiritual knowledge. She's spiritual secrets too. She reads all the spiritual books from the Bible to the Torah to everything in between. And so she has a very broad knowledge of books, but books isn't where it stops for her. It goes beyond the books and it goes to her higher self. And a lot of people stop at books, which to me is not that's not a bad place to stop. But you know, if that's the only thing you rely on, then maybe that's too short-sighted. Maybe there's something more, something higher minded, more spiritual, something else. But anyway, there's the secrets are more than just in your mind. They're in your intuition and your connection with God and or your connection with spirit, however you want to use that word. But I just for you, for some reason, I feel like comfortable using God, okay? But spirit or your higher self or your team, the angels and the team around you, the spirit team around you, they're all helping you. And now I feel like this is your romantic message coming in and it feels like a twin flame energy. We have the king and the queen of ghosts came out. And so they're both water signs, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's, a water connection. It just means that they're the king and the queen of the same suit, which means they have a connection beyond just a regular romance. They have like intuition. They have a spiritual connection, maybe more spiritual than physical, but there's a lot of love and a lot of spirituality here and a high connection. So I'm going to get one more. Let's see. What kind of connection is this? Ooh. So this is saying, open your heart. Love is the highest energy of all. Let it in. All right. So a loving relationship will be coming through for you. And I feel so it's a combination of things like do things that make you happy and make you comfortable, but occasionally step outside the box. That's kind of what this is too. Stepping outside the box. Occasionally, step outside your comfort zone and try something that's also you. That's just part of you that you don't explore very much, and try that. And then in your love life, also don't think about past people, but keep an open heart because somebody amazing is there for you. Okay, does that sound good? Love is coming through. Nice. Very good. And also that love that's coming through is gonna think you're amazeballs. They're gonna think you are so amazing, smart, and beautiful, and psychic, and sweet, and generous, and kind. Hey, Divine Goddess! And they don't have anything bad to say about you, and they won't judge you. Okay, Divine Goddess, with you, I am closed. Rainbow, are you up there? I think I'm going to use the ladies' room real quick, so I'll be right back. Okay. Hey, Rainbow. Okay. So I would like to look into more of the dream that I had with my dad. Okay. What was the real message behind that dream? Okay, I coughed. All right, Rainbow. So the dream went like your dad was saying something about having sex with your husband. Something that's the part that's how I I guess that was my takeaway. So repeat it again and let's see what words jump out at me and let's see if spirit can give us a more specific explanation. The thing about dreams, you know what I feel like doing? Wonder, did I get that book ever get that book returned to me? I feel like I did. I have a book called Conscious Dreaming, but I think I let Sammy borrow it and I don't know what happened to it. Anyway, okay, so he wants to come back to this world to finish what he started. Okay, wait. Oh, your dad said that. Your dad said he wants to come back to this world to finish what he started. Okay, finish what he started. Finish what he started. So, what field was your dad in? Like, what kind of work? Does this mean that your dad wants to be reincarnated as your child? Let's see. Oh, he passed away at 20. That's very young. Well, then I guess that just means to complete a life, you know? His life had just started, basically. He didn't complete a life. It may be as simple as that, not necessarily completing, finding, reuniting with the love he had, or completing a work, like some kind of project he was or cause he was into, but just simply living. All right, let's see if maybe we can talk to your dad. Let's see if he can explain this. Discovery. Discover. Gratitude. Oh, mortician. date. Normally, I see date as, boyfriend, girlfriend, night out. But this, I feel like a specific date, number wise. What day did he die? What day, what month and day did he die? In August. August is 8 months from December. Or in January. January. It's possible you could have a baby born on the day he died. Oh, the cornucopia kitty is here. So when the cornucopia kitty arrives, this was my choice. Okay, so this deck made by V Love and Crystals, she made this one blank for you to call it anything you want to. And I was saying, V, in your Autumn's Delight, you don't have a cornucopia. And she's like, oh my gosh, you're right. Which I see as abundance, and so it would be a good thing to have. So that's what I decided to name this, the cornucopia kitty. So this little kitty represents abundance. And like anything you want to, anything you wish for will come true. Flying lessons. Maybe your dad wanted to fly. He wants adventure. He wants to travel. He wants to explore and see things and do things. He wants to keep living and doing those things. Okay, so let's see what else. I like this deck though for symbols. I'm trying to think where to go to next. All right, I'm gonna use the Halloween Tarot. Or should I? No, I'm gonna use, let's see. I'm being called to I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot. The dream, the dream that you had with him was in August. And August is the Lionsgate portal. And something having to do with, some kind of wish coming through on the other end of that portal. I feel like your dad was trying to talk, was actually talking to you in that dream. So it wasn't, dreams can be symbolic. Dreams can represent, the people in dreams can represent parts of you. And dreams can be prophetic, and knowing you. So it just depends on the person. Rainbow, you being Pisces and very intuitive in the High Priestess energy, it's either prophetic or very like your dad's actually trying to talk to you. Yeah, and that makes sense, Divine Goddess. Even though that portal was slightly chaotic this time, reordering things in life. That is true. That is so true. And now we have like these timelines converging to bring our best scenario, our best case scenario. Not where we have to choose one thing or another, but we can have all the things we want. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, an Ace of Pentacles, which is beginnings, the seed. I feel like he wants to be replanted as a seed. I know the next part of that dream had him saying that he's going to be your child instead of your father now. And it's so funny, when you're with your family or whatever, and you're okay. In my case, when I'm with Sierra, my daughter, and Julie, my sister, sometimes I'll call Sierra Julie and Julie Sierra, or sometimes I'll accidentally say my sister instead of my daughter when it comes to Sierra, and sometimes I'll actually, or I don't think I ever actually accidentally said my daughter for my sister, but like your titles of people in your family sometimes get jumbled up, and I think it's more to me than just stumble in your mind or whatever. I think some of it is because your sister or your daughter in this lifetime may have been your sister in a past lifetime, and I feel like also your dad is part of your soul family because he was alive, but he needs to be part of your soul family again somehow. And what he's suggesting to you in the dream is like maybe he's asking for permission, or maybe I'm not sure why he's talking to you about it. He wanted me to be intimate with my husband so that he could be reincarnated. There you go. I think it's to be honest, I don't think this is a dream that's just symbolics with clues. I think this is very literal. I think this is your dad actually telling you what he wants to do. Why he's telling you this could be he's asking for some kind of permission. He's asking for some kind of acceptance or openness from you or something, because see how this card says a lot. It's like your hand, like your womb, you're open to this seed. The seed could be the literal seed, or it could be the seed of this idea planted. It could be multiple things. Let's see what it says in the book and see if if there's any magic words in here that can explain. So, okay, here we go. Oh, this is good. Freshly rooted beginnings. Freshly rooted beginnings. And it's an actual, it is shaped like a seed, like a plant with roots and branches. And that's exactly what, that's how life begins. Okay, so this is literal. Means it. This is not like all symbolic. He's talking to you in your dream. That's it. There's nothing to kind of decode because he was telling you what he wants to do. I guess he's either preparing you or asking for some kind of permission or just, like wondering if it seems weird in any way. I mean, if we look at ourselves as souls and not bodies, there's nothing really weird about it, right? The body makes it weird because if your dad was in a dad body and then he's that makes it weird. But if it's just souls doing, choosing life, that's all it is. It's a soul choosing life. Maybe he just wants to hear how you feel about it. Like he wants to hear you talk about it. Um, so this is freshly rooted beginnings. This ace is a powerhouse of possibility and reveals the materialization of earthly ambitions and all the wonderful things. and when you seed your future by planting your very first intentions, things feel so exciting, raw, and possible, don't they? Hold on to these feelings of optimism and success. Okay, I'm getting a message now. Okay, I feel like your dad. Oh, okay. I got the message now. Okay, so let's put these two sentences together. He says, maybe we separated them in the wrong way. He said, I want you to be intimate with your husband so I can be reincarnated. I need to finish what I started. Right? What did he say? What was the second part? Right. I need to come back to this world to finish what I started. Okay. Okay. So I think maybe I don't know if okay, so here's a couple of things too. So your rainbow children, like maybe you have, okay, you may have like this is weird, but I feel like you have there's something spiritual going on where maybe you have your heart set on your rainbow baby coming back. So one of your past children coming back, because maybe in a romantic way, it's sweet for this baby to come back. And maybe your dad's like, it would be preferable if one of your babies came back, but I need to come back and I'll finish what I start. So I feel like maybe he's trying to tell you he'll be the full-term baby you need. Like he will make it all the way because he has more resolve to come into this world. He has a stronger intention to finish what he started. So that's the message I'm getting. He has determination. He will make it. You will have the child, and this child will grow up to achieve things, because he has drive and resolve, his resolve to live a life. So, okay. So, back to the Ace of Pentacles. Um Hold on to those feelings of optimism and success, for the new start that you are welcoming to your life right now has incredible potential to thrive. That's the key word. This is not just a seed that's planted and will die. This is a seed that's planted and will thrive. Your ace initiates a timeline where your future wealth, and I'm sorry to be so blunt because I know it's a very delicate thing that's happened, but I feel like you need, you want to know. You want that surety because that's made you so scared in the past. The two things that your two greatest fears is not being able to carry full term, and then when you do, you're not being a good mom, right? So you got to put those, or the main fears, you got to put to you got to not you got to not entertain those fears because they're blocks that's allowing this to happen for you. So but this ace is saying there's future wealth and health and material abundance, and all you have to do is figure out your soil conditions, your watering schedule, the needs of the unique seed, and it will be seen to fruition. So there's a lot of things you have to do to take care of your body, and your own babies have said that in their messages to you in these cards. Mom, take care of your body, take care of you, right? So bring your determination and dedication and see your abundance spring to life in the form of a successful outcomes, material and financial wins, and the soul satisfying well-being. With this wonderful message for good things to come, it's time to visualize, attract, prioritize, and act. I plant my goals with intention, direct focus, and faith. And the final thing is faith, because that's the key word that comes up in all your readings is your faith. To keep the faith, right? Yes. Okay. He was supposed to marry my mom Saturday and passed away Friday, the night before their wedding. Oh, man. I bet he would have liked to complete that. But I feel like maybe he'll find her. I'm getting goosebumps all over. I think he needs to come back and he wants to find her. I felt that. I was kind of not sure if I needed to, but I feel a love involved in this. Yeah. There's so much love. I feel like you could help him totally complete the things that he missed. Now, your mom's still alive, right? So it'd be weird, but he'll be somehow with her, even in a different form, and he'll feel her love again, even if it's just motherly, grandmotherly love. Weird, but anyway. Okay, let's see anything else. It sounds weird, but it really is sweeter than it sounds. Oh, I've heard lots of interesting twin flame stories about like much older like women and younger men, and they never like they don't have an intimate relationship, but they have like an amazing connection that goes beyond anything. And it happens like that sometimes, like we're not always so fortunate to meet our twin flames at our same age, right? At a close at doesn't always work out that way. I forgot what I was gonna ask her. Oh, I know what I want. I was hoping my last miscarriage would come back, but if my dad wanted to come back, I would be more than okay with that. Okay, that's sweet. So I'm oh, I got a nice little goosebumps from that one. I feel like that's all your dad needed to hear. Like he just needed to hear you say that. Because, yeah, make it official, that you're inviting him back into this world. He just didn't want to take take anyone else's chances away. But that doesn't mean another baby can't come, you know, a spirit baby can't come at another time or whatever, but yeah. Okay. Well, nothing else wants to come out. I feel like that we could. I think I got everything I needed from this deck. Okay. All right, so let's see. I mean, we need just a little icing on the cake here then. Let's get some spirit baby messages. Okay. Babies, I promise that I'll be healthy and strong when I arrive, okay? I think that soul wants to reiterate, your dad's soul wants to reiterate, I am going to be a full-term baby. You can count on me. I promise you. I am so proud of you. You are so strong. Oh, and it's almost like a dad would say something like that. Okay, I won't make it. Mommy, Daddy, the answer is a big yes. See, I knew this was going to come out. I'm excited to meet my family. And there you go. You get this one all the time. Make sure that you take care of your body, that taking care of your body. So this one was saying the same thing. It was about soil. I would say, okay, think about what a plant needs. Soil is about being grounded. So whatever you need in your life that helps you stay grounded, make sure you stay grounded. Then you need literally lots of water. Like drink a lot of water all the time. Water, 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 because you are a water sign and you need a lot of water. And you just need a lot of water. Then get outside and get some sun occasionally as well. Take baths too, maybe. Get some sun. And then fertilize. That's up to hubby. And make sure you eat really good and get plenty of rest. And I'd say like earthing would be nice. Like put your feet on the ground. It may be getting cold now, a little bit cold, but before it gets too cold, do some earthing where you're just like touching the ground with your feet. Bare feet, you know. You can sit in a chair and put your feet on the ground. And just 12 minutes, I think, is all you need to get some really good earth energy from earthing. And there you go. Let's get some charms. Ooh, you got a drink, which like celebrate. Oh, look what you got. Oh, you got the babies. Yes, your spirit babies are here. These are my babies. Look. They're 6 years apart. And this was both of them, around the same age. And I would have had Sammy here too if I had a three-way locket. But anyway, there's Sergio and Sierra. And we got the wands. It's like your wishes are coming true, making wishes come true. This is like I'm like your fairy godmother, so it's all working. All it takes is faith, trust, and pixie dust, okay? And the magic is coming to you. And you have forever. And you got the little turtle, which represents this divine timing. So everything is happening at the right time. The sea turtle goes out to the sea when the tide is low. And what affects the tides is the moon. And so it goes out to sea when the tides are low. And then when the tide is high and he wants to come home, he rides the tide home. And all of this is the water tides, high and low tides are affected by the moon. And so are you. So drink plenty of water and make a relationship with the moon. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. Drink water, go outside, put your feet in the ground, let the moon touch your belly. I've told you this before, but let the moon touch your belly. A full moon touch your belly to make it full. And that will be your special magic right there. Okay, that's your pixie dust message. That's the magic. But you don't really need the pixie dust if you got plenty of faith and trust, okay? But that's like the little sprinkle of pixie dust. That's the ritual or you know, the spell or the magic that you can use to make this happen. All right? So, there you go. Feeling it, feeling it. Thank you for my reading, Cherry. I hope you have a good night. I hope you do too. Sweet dreams too. Hey, and Rainbow. One of my dreams of this morning was of a baby. The baby was just laying on the ground, and it wasn't like somebody had discarded it. It was like somebody had just laid it temporarily on the ground for some reason. And I looked down, I was like, hey, baby, what are you doing on the ground? And it wasn't crying or anything. I picked it up. And I was like, maybe just somebody had to set this baby down for a minute because they had to do something. But I was like, that was weird. I just looked down and I don't know whose baby it was. It might have been one of my kids or something, but nobody's has a baby yet. but but that's interesting that I dreamt that. And you had your baby question again. And maybe it has something to do with grounding because that's where I found the baby, on the ground. So I don't know. But it's worth looking into. It's giving it a try. Okay, Marie Eve. What's Patrice's feelings, intentions, and next actions towards me and outcome of our relationship, please? We are in our 50s, and thank you so much. Your first reading, wow. your second name, I don't know if that's your, well, no. Okay, Marie and Eve, and then Jeannot. Jeannot. That's pretty. My last name is Jean. Or my not last name. My real name is Jean. And yeah, it's spelled Jeanne. Anyway, but very good. All right, so I am guessing that you are same sex. So you female and she's female? Patrice. Not that it matters, but just so I good. Okay. What are her feelings? Let's start with this deck. What is Patrice's feelings, intentions, and next actions towards you? So this is mostly the feelings deck. So we'll find out the other parts from other decks. I'm female and he is male. Okay. Patrice is male. Gotcha. His feelings. Good, because this is a his feelings deck. Good. Okay. Very nice. What are you talking about? Water births? All right. Marie Eve and her man. Patrice. What are his feelings? Ooh, he feels loved, feeling warm, cherished, and blessed to be connected with you. Oh, that's nice. He feels pleased, feeling just plain happy. I can't seem to wipe off this silly grin. I don't know, did y'all do something recently? Because he seems like happy about you. He feels empowered, feeling good like it can take on anything. Want to take me on? Okay. He's feeling like excited, like he feels strong, he feels good, he feels good in his skin. It's like he wants you to feel his skin. Oh no. He's, sexually excited by you. Focused. There are things that can be distracting. My intention is the greater goal. So there are going to be times where he doesn't give you enough attention or as much attention as maybe you think he should or something like that. There's some issues with maybe with communication or with attention or with back and forth with the usual way of connecting. And so he's seeing big picture. It's not like he's ignoring you or he doesn't care. There's things that he's like smaller things that he has to work on in order to make the big picture happen. So, but I think he still sees you as big in part of the big picture. Oh, and Pumpkin just jumped in my lap and she's the love kitty. So that's a sign right there. And she's kissing my chin. Thank you, honey. She's a sign. She represents love and kisses. Yes. Let's get another one. Let's get some more. Okay, Pumpkin. What are his feelings? He's sometimes mystified, feeling perplexed and a little bewildered. Okay. Maybe he doesn't know how you feel. Like, Give me some clues here. Yeah, he's a little confused about how you feel. Feeling a little uncertain about what to do next. Give me a sign. So I feel like he is willing to take a certain kind of action, but he needs a little bit like of a green light from you, like some kind of yeah, um I want you to do that. Something to give him a, you know, make him, give him a little bit confidence. Oh, you had a huge argument. I'm not talking to him, but he stalks and likes my posts. And that's another thing that this could be like, him like looking at you, spying on you, in other words, instead of like actually talking to you. Yeah. All right. Um, so let's see what his intentions are. Well, let's just see real quick what's coming up next in love in general, what Spirit sees, and then let's see what his intentions are. Well, Pumpkin's still licking me. Like, I think he wants to, like, make love to you anyway. I think he wants to kiss you. But I don't know what's going on here. Okay, there's freedom. Oh, and marriage. Oh, there's, it's like a choice right here. Freedom or marriage, basically. But freedom doesn't have to be not marriage. It's healthy space and room to breathe. And then marriage is wedding bells are ringing. So marriage doesn't necessarily have to be ball and chain. Marriage can also be a happy, free energy as well. But there, you know, there's lots of ways of looking at things. And maybe he needs to, maybe he wants to marry you. But maybe he's afraid marriage is I don't know, is too will change things too much, or is too restricting somehow, or something like that. But he's kissing you a lot. Pumpkin's licking me a lot. All right, so let's see intentions and next actions. It was in the pipeline. It was. All right. Let's see what else then. Well, let's look at our cute little Halloween tarot. This will be fun. The Halloween tarot, it can be very romantic. Right, Pumpkin? Yes. She's licking me again. Oh, you're so sweet. Look, it's Pumpkin right there anyway. She approves. You like this deck? It's a nice deck. It's like you and Kiki. Okay, now she's gone. Easy come, easy go. Okay, look at there. There's Pumpkin. The world. And we have... It's time for me to go to bed. Good night, everybody. No. So the world card, we have the 4 fixed signs, which is Aquarius. Okay, this is confusing me. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. And of course, they're represented by different animals, all except for Scorpio here. And Scorpio actually is normally represented by the eagle, because the higher energy of Scorpio is the eagle. But that's not the real point of the world. The point of the world is kind of a happily ever after. It's travel, it's rapture, it's success, it's fulfillment, it's oneness. Like, this is what his intention with you is oneness. So I think he wants marriage. His intention with you is but it's not just with you. I see he also is kind of seeing big picture, like like a spiritual oneness with the world, which is kind of like, okay, do you want just me or do you want like, what? Do you want like peace on earth and am I just part of that picture or something like that? So I think maybe, I don't know if that's your desire, but I feel like your desire maybe is a little bit more like you want it more focused on you. Like, want you to make me feel like I'm the only girl in the world. Like I'm the only one that like you're the only one I'm the only one you're thinking of. I'm the only one for you and you're like proud of me and showing me off and I'm the only one for you. And he wants to marry you, but he sees this sort of free love. The whole world is connected. We're all kumbaya holding hands, which is really nice too. It's just maybe can how we have a little bit of both, but don't forget about the intimacy. So and it's not just intimacy, but the like putting you on a pedestal, like you're the main girl. So it feels kind of like that. So also the world card is about completion and success and euphoria, and it could be about cycles too, and it represents we have the alpha and the omega, they're always connected, the alpha and the omega, the beginnings and endings, and then starting again, like new adventures. There could be movement or travel or whatever. So definitely this feeling of just because you had an argument doesn't mean it's over. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. It's just the big, the end of one phase or one cycle or one thing that you just talked about, and a new beginning will come back again. Because that's the way y'all go in cycles. That's his intention, I think, is to cycle back. All right. And so he has the Page of Bats, which kind of gives me doghouse vibes, like bringing you flowers because of the argument, and sort of something like that. So Bats is in this deck is swords, which the Page of Bats is more like bringing you words than bringing you flowers. Flowers might have been a better thing to bring, but he's going to tell you something nice that he thinks is nice, but you may still interpret it the wrong way. But he's going to say something. He's like maybe even write you a poem, but he wants to say some words to you to express how, what you mean to him and how he cares about you, and how all these good feelings that he has to you. So his next actions are going to be more with words. But he just wants to kind of have this like start a fresh energy with you. And so we have the King of Imps, which is King of Fire or Wands, and this is like showing that he's a man and he's excited and he's virile, and because it's kind of like connected those two. So I think he's just wants to forget about the fight already and let's get back to making love again. Like that's what he wants. That's kind of what he's thinking anyway. Like what he may say to you might be a little bit different, but that's kind of the underlying energy to it. Um, he, yeah, he wants to get back to the passion, back to the good stuff, the good part of the connection. I mean, he likes, of course, seems like would be an intellectual connection as well, but he definitely likes the physical connection, it seems to me. And then we have Judgment. Suddenly okay, so the Petite Muerte, you may know what that means. Um, so Le Petit Muert is like another word pretty much for orgasm. It's like in death you find life, and it's very spiritual, and it just feels to him like the love making connection you have is like that. It's just such a spiritual thing. It's like life and death itself. And it's very eighth house Scorpio energy. So I mean, I feel like with this freedom energy, I feel kind of this Aquarius energy, but I'm also getting a little bit of that Scorpio with the other fixed sign here. And so there's a lot of fixed energy. So there's a lot of, it feels like a lot of, trying to find the right word. Stubborn is not exactly the right word, but you know when men get a little bit older, women too, but mostly men, they don't want to change anything. They just want to do everything the way they're used to doing it, and then they want the women to change around them. Unless you've been married for a long time and you're already used to doing things a certain way, but if you haven't, then I think it's usually, I mean, in my experience and what I've been through and what I've viewed, it's usually men just want to do things their way and they want the women to just, follow what they're doing. And yeah. so, so let's see. Next, in his intentions is he wants to marry you. That's big picture. His actions, he may speak to you, and it may come off a little dry and unemotional, and that's not his intention. His intention is that he wants to really express his joy of being with you, but his expression of his words don't always reflect that. And I think that might be why sometimes y'all gotta get into fights, because I feel like he's a little bit awkward, a more of a intellectual in the way he says things, and he doesn't say things from his heart as much as he like to. Like, I think he'd like to try that, but he just doesn't always get there. So, in that case, it could be helpful if he sent you a song or something that would express, or give, like, send you an actual card, that's, like a Hallmark card or something like that, that expresses exactly what he's feeling inside, or a Rumi quote or something like that would be nice. But I can't tell him what to do because he's not here. So all you can do really is be patient, baby. Don't tell him what to do though, because he has to figure that out for himself. You know, he has to figure that part out for himself. So let's see, what else can we get? Let me get, oh, I know, I'll get a couple of these autumn cards. Let's see what else. What are some more actions he might take? Let's see if this will tell us. Funny you talk about virility. He has prostate cancer, which is under control but affects his libido. The treatment is causing lots of issues as he used to be very active. Oh, okay. Okay. That does make a person, it would make him feel a little insecure sometimes. Okay, discovery is the big word for today that keeps coming out. So something you're going to discover together. Propel. And a date. Now this time I think date represents a date, like going out. So I think his next actions will be to pick you up and take you on a discovery date where y'all can hang out and do something exciting that doesn't have to do anything with sex. It's just being happy together, to be together, and discovering things together, which I think he finds the most important of all. You are like his best friend, and he loves to look at your face when y'all stumble on a new thing, a discovery. Like at your age, I'm also 50s, but at your age, doing firsts and new things are a little bit more rare, right? And I think that's what gets him excited, to find something that neither of you've done, a new thing, do some more firsts together and discover. So I think that might be the next step. He may say, sorry, discovery travels that we both like. Yep. And so he may just apologize or say some words that don't may not even sound like an apology to you, but I think they're intended as apology, or intended as a, hey, can we just forget about and get back to being this way? Yeah, I bet you are. And I think you will. But his apologies may not may not come across as great as you hoped. But I think I mean, just try your best to hear the intention behind the words, and don't give him too hard a time. He's trying. He really likes you so much. I mean, he loves you. Look at that. He loves you so much. He feels, and you know what? Like even with his cancer, I still feel like you make him feel manly. Like he just wishes he could do more about it. I think so. That's what it seems like to me. Did that get everything? Like, let's see. Do we need like an oracle card? Oh, speaking of Rumi, let's get you a Rumi message. Okay. All right, Marie Eve. We're going to say this is a channeled message from, what's his name? Patrice. This is a channeled message from Patrice, okay? More or less. So this is going to be his apology. Until he gives you an actual apology. Oh, that flipped. The Hand of Fatima. Interesting. I can never leave you. You are my everything. Oh. Fatima, radiant daughter of the great beloved, brings you the gift of protection. Discern who you involve yourself with and how you use your time and energy. Give yourself permission to be nurtured through your own choices and the people and situations you say yes or no to in your life. You have drawn the hand of Fatima. Trust in her. Okay. Very good. There you are. Very profound. When you're with somebody and you get this sense of they're never going to leave me and I'm never going to leave them, sometimes you can take each other for granted. So, you just got to work on ways to making it fresh. And I think that's what he wants to do. Do a discovery date, something new and exciting. Is that good? Do you feel like that helped and completed? You feel complete? Okay, wait. This is the thing. He takes me for granted and I'm not very happy with this. Yes. I understand that very much. So let me see. what you can do to make it happen, to get him to not take you for granted. I feel like he wants to take you on a discovery date, which to me symbolizes trying something new, which represents not taking you for granted. But let's see what you can do without telling him in so many words, because I feel like telling men just makes them mad and they don't want to be told. so you gotta be an example somehow of what you want. So let's see. Okay, okay, let's try this. No, let's try. What? One more. This is what you can do. Okay. Thinker. This could be like putting yourself in his shoes, trying to think the way he thinks. Because he may be, instead of feeling, like generally, not everybody, but generally women are feelers and men are thinkers. It's not always that way, but I feel in your case it may be. At least I feel from his energy, he's more of a, a thinker type and not so much of a feeler type. So that part of you and him is not anything that you can change. Like if you're an air sign, you're going to be a thinker. And if you are a water sign, oh, Cancer. Okay. I know people like that, Cancers who don't seem to have any feelings at all, but they really do deep down inside. So what you got to do is bring out the deep down inside part. But that's interesting. And I was interested in a Cancer, and what I read about Cancers is they will be able to reach their deep down inside feelings if you are vulnerable. So basically, if you act the way you want them to act, like if you're like very in touch with your inner child or your feelings, like being emotional or is not about being critical. Being emotional is, in this case, is about, you know I feel this way probably because my mom said blah 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 when I was like 10 years old, and I think that's coming back to me, and that's probably why I feel so sensitive whenever I hear those kinds of words. Don't even like put it back on him. Just say, whenever I hear that word, I just remember when my mom, another something like that, like a vulnerable moment you had when you were young, especially if you let's say bring up your dad instead of your mom, because Cancers are very mommy oriented guys. They don't ever want to think mommies are wrong, but they'll definitely think your dad did something wrong. So okay. But let's read what the thinker has to say. So this is about a strategy. Okay, this is good. And being analytical and logical. And let's just read the relationship. Love is not logical, but when you choose a partner, it is a good thing to have things in common other than desire. And this is a time to weigh the pros and cons of your partnership. If there's not enough common ground, wait. If there is enough common ground, go for it. If not, there are other fish in the sea. Don't force it to work. And should others tell you who they are, take them at their word. Now is not the time to indulge in a fantasy. No matter what, in this case, the facts are the facts. And so bottom line, don't have to be with him if he's not giving you what you desire. But if you feel like it's only, like it's worth it to be patient and try to work on it with him, then work on it, because I mean, to me, it seems sort of a minor thing. But if he was toxic and mean and rude and unkind to you, then that's definitely not something to, I don't know. Maybe counseling can help that, but there's just some things that counseling can't, you know, I mean, I shouldn't say that. There's just some things that are beyond, that are really, they're just harder to deal with. But then there's these kinds of scenarios, the taking each other for granted kind of thing, that I definitely feel, oh, you're both Cancer. See, I feel like you both can find that common ground together. Very interesting. So how it is to have this brave exterior or this crusty exterior, but be soft on the inside. And you know how it feels like if you feel wounded or hurt to retreat into a shell. And so if you know what it like I was saying, maybe you should put yourself in his shoes, but basically, if anyone can, you can, because you're also a Cancer, so um what may be going on with his head, so you can put yourself in his shoes, and at the same time, um yeah, you just decide for yourself how much effort. I'm getting really tired now suddenly. So I'm going to leave it at that, and we will continue this next time. Ask more questions about how things can get better, but I feel like it's got potential, and I feel like a lot of love is there and a lot of desire. Oh, the desire thing. Like, I feel like he's going to really focus on things that don't have to do with his desire for you, because he wants to be with you. And I think that's a sore spot, so remember that. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, planning some travels, meeting up next month, and he's told me again about the marriage. Very nice. All right, let's start with, what's he thinking right now? Or what's he feeling? I have a feeling maybe next year we will soon. He's so excited. He's like, I can't wait to go on this trip with you. Looking forward to what's next to come, eagerly awaiting results and rewards. Also, I think he's expecting some kind of good thing to happen while y'all are together. You're welcome, Marie. Yeah, it's over. Ooh, he feels like ready to take a dive in, a leap of faith. He feels determined. I will find a way to make this right. We will be together. I have a plan. Okay, that's good. So let's see what's going to happen next in your love life. Yeah, Marie, if you want to get a real extended reading with me, totally can email me and I can show you the price list and we can like do a bigger reading, longer one. You're welcome to ask tons of questions. There's lots of options out there if you're interested. It's just a live thing. They're just a little bit shorter messages. Okay, here we go. And he wants you to do PhD. Wow. And he's guiding you. So, he's a Pisces and I see he is emotional. He is like, I wish you were here expressing his love. Wow. So what's coming next? So, friendly support. Your guides, too, your fairies, guides, and friends all give aid. You are on a spiritual soul path, a personal evolution within your relationship. So, this is like what you were just saying. Like, just by being with him, you're going to evolve. You're going to learn and grow and level up and do good things in your life. But because of his influence in your life. And right now, the energy is kind of fun and lighthearted. So, and you're not real sure where it's headed, but I feel like it's a happy energy. Okay, let's get some messages. Okay, let's see what he wants to say to you. He says, we have such a strong connection. um, Anything else out of this deck? I guess not. Okay. We're going to try a different one. Let's do a taste of honey. Oh. Ooh, I have a gift for you. I can't wait for you to see it. I become mush when I look into your eyes. We are our own couple goals. That's cute. Couple goals. That's cute. I'm going to use those other ones. Let's see. Yeah, you love hiking and nature and waterfalls. Yeah, so on the same wavelength. All right. Let's see from So love notes, number 1. By the way, this one's called Divine. Divine love messages. Number 3. See? Okay. Yes. You are right. I am the right person for these questions. What's going on with the lights? I don't see the lights in the room flickering, but uh, that's weird. As I'm shuffling. Oh my gosh. There is a song that reminds me of you. I listen to it and I think about you. I wonder what that is. And he's ready for something. I'm ready for you. Yeah, it does. That's you. Okay. So then we're going to use this deck to represent him. So how does he respond to you? Ooh, you freed me. You are my best friend. Aw. I helped him come out. He says that I was guiding him whatever spirit asked me to. Aw. I feel like the strength card I'm making reminds me of your story. Let's try the other side a little bit more. Yes, I think that I like that too. Partners being best friends feels nice. Oh, see? Yeah, he has a gift. A surprise. Can't wait for you to see it. Oh, he says, or this could be, the sound of your voice lingers in my mind. My heart is telling me just do it, but my mind is conflicted. Do you still feel a little conflicted sometimes? I wonder if he's just planning to give me a ring. Oh, maybe. Maybe so. Well, let's see then. Where? Okay, let's use some charms. Charms. Time for charms. We'll see if the ring comes out, then we'll know. Oh, you got a lot of money. You've got Taurus, which is trustworthy. Oh, you've got like the little the potion bottles. mixing together. You've got the Butterfly of Transformation. You've got Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust. All it takes is Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust. You're in the right place. Oh, the Elephant of memories and long term and yeah, having good memories. And you've got, oh yeah, you got birthday coming up. You got the lighthouse, like near or far, you're always together, no matter how far apart. And you got music. There is some kind of song that if you don't have a song yet between you two, you're going to soon have a song that you'll always remember each other by, or remember some kind of special occasion. The steamboat means like full steam ahead. The peace pipe represents like manifesting. And then you have love, the love symbol in Chinese. And you have leisure, so it's like time to have some fun, and sweet candy cane. And scissors sometimes represent cutting things out, but it can also, to me, represent craft sometimes too. And a hug from the dolphin. And pentacles. So you definitely got a lot of stability going on here as well. And yeah, and money is coming in for you for sure. Very sweet. Nothing to worry about. It seems like real positive energy. Oh, his birthday's February. Nice. All right, let's just get a few cards from tarot. You've got the Ten of Imps, which is work, and the Four of Ghosts and saving money, and the Eight of Imps, messages. Yes, messages coming in. It could be proposal again, or it could be, and also like sort of a whirlwind energy, things happening very fast. On Temperance, nice. You're a perfect blend together. And it just reminds me of those potion bottles. Something about the way you two, also maybe taking like cooking classes or mixing some kind of recipe classes together. Oh, you got the Lovers. So that can be marriage too, right there. Union, happily ever after. And it's heart, body, mind, and soul. It's the whole shebang. So he could be proposing. He sure could be. I feel like let yourself be surprised and just stay, you know, involved in your work and your daily grind and business, so that when everything happens, it will feel surprised. It seems like you'd be a good partner, at least from this deck. But if you want that, keep that question. Divine Goddess, when you do readings with me, let's be more specific. So hold on to that question. Will he be a good partner? And we'll ask that question next time, okay? But that's it for tonight. Okay? So, you know, I've been doing this and I'm really tired. I'm about to fall asleep right now, okay? But I hope you like that. I love you. Love everybody. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.